Hey everyone, my name is Sydney and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some frequently asked questions that I normally get about my Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're returning, hey, how you doing? Welcome back. What's up? If you don't already know, this is little Slater here. Right now he's hanging out, chilling out, but he's not playing with the moose today. He's playing with his Blue's Clues looking toy, and he's like going into town. Hopefully the toy will last till the end of the video because he is chewing very hard on it right now. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some frequently asked questions that I normally get about my Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. I get a lot of questions in previous videos, in the comment section, as well as when I go out in public taking Slater out, whether if it's going to Petco or going out for a walk. Someone may ask me a question about Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. I wanted to make this video as kind of like putting all the questions that I normally get in one place. I may answer these questions in previous videos, but this is just me trying to, like, I guess, put it in one place to make it easier to find if you do have a question about Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. I don't claim that I know more about the breed than another person. This is just information that I've been learning throughout the process, and I just thought I'll share it with you guys. But feel free to correct me or fact check me in the comments. So one of the most common questions that I get asked a lot is how and where did I find my breeder? I highly recommend you guys to check out the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel Club of America's website and go into their breeders referral list and pretty much going down the list and contacting any of those breeders. They're all reputable and they're all highly respected in the dog community, and pretty much call them or email them to ask them if they have a litter on the ground. If they don't have a litter on the ground, then ask them to see if they know any other breeders who do have a litter on the ground, and hopefully they can point you in that direction. Most likely you might have to go on a waiting list. I was on a waiting list myself. It took me quite a while to get Slater. It took a lot of hunting and research to find Slater's breeder. So it's not an easy process if you're going the reputable breeder route. Of course, you may get lucky, which is like super awesome. And I also recommend you guys to join a Facebook group as well, a Cavalier Facebook group, of course, and ask anyone or make like a public post saying, hey, do any of you guys know any reputable breeders that you guys had a really good experience with? Networking is definitely a great way to find a breeder. I just highly recommend you guys to find a reputable breeder. Just because this breed is riddled with so many health issues and you just want to find someone who breeds to the standard of the breed. The next question that I get asked a lot is how much do Cavalier King Charles Spaniels cost? Cavaliers cost anywhere between $1,500 to $4,500 in the US. And the reason why the breed is so expensive is, like I mentioned before, this breed is absolutely riddled with health issues. They're very sensitive and prone to a lot of things. And the reason why they're so expensive is because of the testing. You have to test the eyes, you have to test the head to make sure there's no neuro issues, you have to test the heart to make sure there's, no early signs of MVD. That's why the breed is so expensive, just because the cost to do all of those tests for the breed add up, and that contributes to why the breed is so expensive. Of course, you can go the rescue route as well and pay a lot less than that, but there is the chance that you may run into those health issues. Of course, you may get lucky, you might not run into any of those health issues. I mean, I know people who have rescued Cavaliers and those Cavaliers lived a long and healthy, happy life. So of course you may get lucky, but you should definitely do the research into figuring out if you should go the rescue route or if you should go the breeder route, just because, it really just depends. So another question that I get asked a lot is, what's the best dog food for Cavalier King Charles Spaniels? So technically, this is just my belief. I personally don't believe in the best dog food for the breed. I believe that whatever dog food that your dog is on and it works for them is the best dog food for your dog. But through a lot of research and talking to a lot of people in the Cavalier community, that a raw diet is best suited for the breed. If you're interested in getting your dog on a raw food diet, I highly recommend you guys to check out Dr. Judy Morgan, because she is extremely reputable and she's very well known in the Cavalier community because she's rescued a couple of Cavaliers herself. and she does all these really cool like raw recipes. She has a couple of books out as well talking about how to, you know, make dog food on your own. And I also recommend you guys to check out Dr. Karen Becker as well. She's extremely reputable in the dog raw food community. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys to check out Dr. Judy Morgan and Dr. Karen Becker. They're both extremely knowledgeable in the dog food community when it comes to raw diets and nutrition and all that good stuff. So the next question that I get asked a lot is if Slitter sheds. I mean, yeah, he does. I also heard that Blenheims and Tries shed while Rubies and Black and Tans don't shed as much. I don't know if that's true. Maybe you can let me know in the comments if it is. But yes, Cavaliers do shed. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal to me just because I vacuum and I clean every single day. So I mean, it's not like an abundance of hair, but yes, they do shed. But it's totally worth it, I promise you. The next question that I get asked a lot as well is, do they bark? Well, yeah, they do bark. The thing is that it really just depends on your dog and your dog's personality of why they're barking. Normally, Slater barks when he's hungry, when he hears a suspicious noise, and when he wants attention. So yeah. The next question I get asked is, can they be alone for a prolonged period of time? The answer is no. Cavaliers are extremely dependable. They love being around their humans. They love being around other dogs. They love being around people. They're extremely extroverted. If you mean like a prolonged period of time, meaning for example being gone all day, that's not going to work for them. I highly recommend this breed for someone who does stay at home a lot or works a remote job, stay at home mom. If you're gone only for a couple hours a day, I don't really see the problem in that. For example, like if I have to go out and go to the grocery store, run a couple errands just for a couple of hours, Slater normally doesn't have a problem with me being gone for a little bit. But when I come home, Slater acts like he hasn't seen me in years. Like he goes crazy. He hates to be alone. Like when I come home, he's so excited. He's jumping up and down. He going crazy. He's like on like full-on X Games mode when I come home and he hasn't seen me in like a couple of hours. But yeah, the answer is no. They cannot be alone for a prolonged period of time. So the next question that I get asked is, can they get along with other dogs? Yeah, of course they can get along with other dogs. Well, I really can't speak for all Cavaliers, but Slater gets along with other dogs extremely well. He is so extroverted. He loves being in the company of other dogs. He's very, very friendly. But it really just depends on your dog because each dog has their own personality. You might have a Cavalier who is extremely outgoing and loves playing with other dogs, while you may have another Cavalier who is a little bit more introverted and doesn't necessarily want to play with other dogs. So it really just depends on your dog's personality. But for the most part, they do love other dogs. I plan on getting another Cavalier when Slater is about 1 to 1.5 years old, just so he has more of a younger play buddy. Of course, he has my senior terrier mix, Nika, that he plays with. However, Nika is a senior. She's about 10 years old now, and she plays with him, but she kind of gets tired after a little bit. So I kind of want to get another Cavalier so that way he has someone to play with a little bit more and keep up with his energy. So the next question I get asked is, what's the best toys for Cavaliers? I highly recommend Kong toys. Slater has had a really good experience with Kong. I wouldn't say that they're indestructible, but they're kind of hard to rip up compared to other toys that I've bought. They hold up for like a prolonged period of time. And Slater's had like this Blue's Clues toy ever since I got him back when he was 3 months old, and now he's 8 months old, and he hasn't ripped it up yet. This Blue's Clues looking toy is holding up. And I also recommend you to, I guess, I don't know what this is called, like a Kong chew or a Kong thing, I don't really know. But you can also like put like peanut butter or treats in the little hole here, and they can kind of just go into town on it. But Slater chews on this a lot and it's still holding up, so I highly recommend Kong toys. I'm still doing other research of what other toys that are best for Cavaliers as well. This leads to the next question that I get asked a lot. Are they chewers? Yes, Cavaliers are chewers. Cavaliers, puppies, they chew a lot, like a lot. Just because they're teething and they're growing in their canines and all that stuff. So I highly recommend you guys to get some yak chews. Yak chews are awesome just because they can literally go into town on a yak chew all day and just chew on it and all that stuff. They are a little bit expensive, but I personally think that they're worth it in the long run. I'll definitely link it down below if you're interested in checking out some yak chews. So another question that I get asked is, are they loyal? It really depends on your dog, and I know I say that a lot, but it really does, and here's why. So Cavaliers have a, you may not know this, but Cavaliers have a very strong curiosity instinct in them. If they see something more interesting than what they're doing, then they're gonna go do it. It takes a lot of training and a lot of patience for your dog to be extremely loyal to you. I've heard from some people that it took them about a couple of years for their dog to be loyal to them. And I mean, it really just depends on your dog, honestly. Slater, for example, that if me and him go out for a walk and he sees another person or a leaf blowing in the wind or a squirrel, he will try to dart. Like, he will try to like get away from me to go to that person, to that leaf, or to that squirrel and just be like, bye Sydney, see you later, I'm gonna go do me for a little bit. And I'm just like, what? Are you kidding me? I'm still working on Slater being loyal to me and not wanting to dart away from me, but you have to leash your dog when you take them out on walks. You have to make sure that when you take them out to go use the bathroom, that your backyard is fenced in. And if it's not fenced in, you definitely need to put them on a leash because there is a chance that they will dart away from you. I highly recommend you guys to microchip your dogs as well, just in case, you know, God forbid, if anything were to happen. I know some people with Cavaliers who their Cavaliers are extremely loyal to them. They follow them in every single room. When their human walks, they walk. Another thing too, what you can do to, I guess, help train your dog to be loyal to you is you can tether them to you. I've heard that if you pretty much get a leash tied around your waist and have them tethered to you, that will train them to be loyal to you. But then again, there's always that chance that they might get curious of something else. So I would just say, just be careful. I keep moving around so that way you guys see Slater in the frame, but he's so tired and I don't know why. Hi, Slater. You want to say hi? You haven't really come up here. You okay? Good boy, Slater. So yeah, I guess that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you will subscribe, give this video a thumbs up because that will definitely help out me and Slater in the long run. I make new videos every single Monday and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye you guys.